Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. I, Veena Sal, will be teaching you science. Before I start my lecture, I want you to get your pen and notebook and open your ebook that is given in the form of PDF to you. Now, so we are already done with chapter 1. Today we are going to start with chapter 3, that is respiration in organisms. In this chapter we are going to study how organisms respire. What is an organism? An organism is a living thing. Now in this chapter we will be able to cover all the topics, that is define respiration, identify all parts of the respiratory system, recognize the steps of respiration, explain the process of respiration in human beings, differentiate the types of respiration in some animals, explain the process of respiration in plants. Now before we start chapter, I am going to ask few questions. Why do we eat food? Why do we eat food? We eat food because we feel hungry, right? Now, why do we feel hungry? We feel hungry because our body needs energy. Suppose if you're fasting for one day, right, what do you feel? You feel very lethargic, सुस्त हो जाते हैं, एनर्जी नहीं रहती है. Why? Because you haven't ate food for say about 8 to 9 hours. That's why your body doesn't have any energy to do any work. Now this energy is related to food anywhere, right? Now food is broken down into simplest form with the like food we are eating, that is digested by enzymes present in our stomach, in our intestine. So food is simply broken down into smaller parts, right? Now this food is related to energy. How? We are going to study in detail in this chapter how we are getting energy from food. Only with the help of digestion we cannot get energy. So how this energy generates, or where we are getting energy from? Respiration now. Organisms need energy to carry out the various metabolic functions needed for their survival. Every organism that is referred to a living thing that has an organized structure and react. Organism can grow, reproduce. So everybody needs energy for their survival. All the organ system in our body require energy to work. Energy in living organism is produced by respiration. Now what is respiration? We are going to understand this in detail. The food we eat is digested in our body inside the cells. What is cell? Cell is the basic and functional unit of our body. Now inside the cells, the digested food is burned and energy is released. This process of burning of food to release energy requires oxygen. Now I told you while digestion, what happens? Food is digested and this digested food is reached to every cell with the help of blood. Now what happens to this digested food in the cells? Waste products. Now this process of burning of food to release energy requires oxygen. Now waste products such as carbon dioxide and water also eliminated in this process. This process in which food is broken down by the reactions with oxygen to release energy. Carbon dioxide and water vapor is called respiration. Respiration is an essential characteristic of living beings. Now in this respiration, two steps are involved. Now first is breathing. What is breathing? Simply breathing is inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. जस्ट हम ब्रीथ किसको बोलते हैं, ब्रीदिंग किसको बोलते हैं, हम ऑक्सीजन ले रहे हैं एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एटमॉस्फेयर में छोड़ रहे हैं, राइट. नाउ breathing is that. And what is cellular respiration? Now when it comes to the cellular respiration, what happens in the cells when cells get digested food in the form of glucose? Now what happened in the cell when we breathe? This oxygen goes to every cell with the help of blood. Now this oxygen reacts with the glucose, that is the digested food that is already present in the cell. So this oxygen reacts with glucose and gives carbon dioxide, water and energy, right? So first is breathing, that is external respiration. Why we are calling is external? Because ये बाहर हो रहा है, हम बाहर से कोई गैस अंदर ले रहे हैं बॉडी में और अंदर जो CO2 बन रहा है उसको बाहर छोड़ रहे हैं. The process of taking in the air rich in oxygen into our body and expelling means force out especially from the body, जो हम बाहर छोड़ रहे हैं. एयर रिच इन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, ये समझ लो हमारी बॉडी क्या है, मशीन है, फैक्ट्री है जो CO2 बना रहा है. हम बाहर से तो ऑक्सीजन लेते हैं ब्रीथ करने के लिए और बाहर क्या छोड़ते हैं, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. नाउ द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ऑफ बॉडी इज कॉल्ड ब्रीदिंग और एक्सटर्नल रेस्पिरेशन. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज़ नोन एज एक्सटर्नल, बिकॉज ये बाहर हो रहा है, हम बाहर से अंदर गैस ले रहे हैं, अंदर वाली गैस बाहर छोड़ रहे हैं. The movement of oxygen rich air into the body is called inhalation, and the movement of carbon dioxide rich air out of the body is known as exhalation. So understood what is inhalation and exhalation? Is simply giving out carbon dioxide, that is exhalation, and inhaling, breathe in means आप अंदर ले रहे हो जिस गैस को, that is inhalation, that is oxygen. Now cellular respiration or internal respiration, this is very important topic, so understand it very nicely. I told you जब हम खाना खाते हैं, हमने खाना खाया, वो खाना कहाँ पहुँचा, स्टमक में पहुँचा, डाइजेस्ट हो गया, इंटेस्टाइन में पहुँचा, थोड़ा और डाइजेशन हुआ, डाइजेस्ट होके वो ब्लड कहाँ ले जाता है डाइजेस्टेड फूड, सेल्स में, और वो डाइजेस्टेड फूड होता है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ग्लूकोज. यू कैन सी इन दिस बुक, दिस इज फॉर्मूला रिटन वेयर C6H12O6. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ ग्लूकोज, दैट इज डाइजेस्टेड फूड जो हमारे सेल्स में है. अब ये डाइजेस्टेड फूड क्या करेगा, जो ऑक्सीजन जो हमने ब्रीथ इन की है उससे रिएक्ट करेगा, दैट इज नोन एज ऑक्सीडेशन. रिएक्ट करके क्या बना देगा, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर and energy. Okay, now what is the difference between external and internal respiration? External जो बाहर हो रहा था, internal जो हमारे cells के अंदर हो रहा है. Now you can see on your screen also that external respiration, it occurs outside the cell, जिसका सेल से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. हम ऑक्सीजन बाहर निकाल रहे हैं, ऑक्सीजन अंदर ले रहे हैं, CO2 बाहर निकाल रहे हैं. इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन, फर्स्ट पॉइंट, इट अकर्स इनसाइड द सेल, जो सेल के अंदर हो रहा है, दैट इज नोन एज इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन या फिर सेलुलर रेस्पिरेशन. नाउ अ फिजिकल प्रोसेस इन्वॉल्विंग द इनहेलेशन एंड एक्सहेलेशन ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, दैट मीन्स सिंपल ब्रीदिंग आ गया इसमें, इनहेलेशन एंड एक्सहेलेशन. एंड अंडर इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन व्हाट कम्स, इट इज अ केमिकल प्रोसेस that leads to release the energy, carbon dioxide and water. So this is a chemical process, that means कुछ chemical reaction cell में हो रहे हैं जिससे रिलीज हो रहा है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर एंड एनर्जी. सो थर्ड पॉइंट ऑफ दिस एक्सटर्नल रेस्पिरेशन, एनर्जी. जब हम ब्रीथ करते हैं, ऑक्सीजन ब्रीथ कर रहे हैं, CO2 वापस छोड़ रहे हैं बाहर, उसमें कोई एनर्जी रिलीज नहीं होती है. एनर्जी रिलीज होती है सिर्फ internal respiration में. So these are the three major difference between external and internal respiration. Now fill in the blanks. Now first is living beings obtain energy by the process of, the answer is respiration. Next, dash is the process of movement of air into and out of the body. Answer is breathing. Third, the chemical reaction of glucose with dash inside the cell results in the formation of carbon dioxide and water. Answer is oxygen. Now you have to copy these fill in the blanks in your rough notebook, plus write 2 questions that I am giving you right now and you have to answer it. If you want to refer your book to write answer, you can. So first question is, what is respiration? Second question is, write difference between external and internal respiration. So I hope you understood what is main difference between breathing and respiration. And breathing is external respiration and internal respiration is cellular respiration. Okay, now we are going to start with respiration in humans. Human respiratory system. The process of respiration takes place in humans through a number of different organs. These organs together make the organ system called the human respiratory system. Let us study the functions of various organs in the respiratory system. Now first of all, tell me, what is organ system? We talked about cell, like cell is the basic and functional unit of our body. Now these group of cells makes tissue, group of tissues makes organ, and group of organs when combines make a system. That is, your whole system is, body system is made up of various organs. Now these different organs are responsible for their functioning, their different functioning, like digestive system involves stomach, intestine. But in respiration, there are some organs that are responsible only for respiration. Can you see this figure here, this diagram? Human respiratory system. Now nostrils and nasal cavity. Air enters into the body through the nostrils. When you touch your nose, there is a nasal cavity. There is a gap. Now the hairs present in the nostrils help filter the inhaled air. जो हमारे नाक के अंदर बाल होते हैं वो क्यों होते हैं? जो भी हम एयर लेते हैं उसको फिल्टर करने के लिए, चाहे वो डस्ट हो, चाहे कोई वो जर्म हो या कोई माइट हो, कोई मच्छर भी घुस जाएगा हमारे नाक में अचानक से तो वो उन हेयर से रुक जाता है. A slimy mucus is also produced in the nostrils. Hairs and the slimy mucus trap the dust and germs present in the air. Thus the nostril help in cleaning the air that we inhale. So what is the function of these nostrils? Function of nostril is to help in cleaning the air that we inhale. जो हम ऑक्सीजन ले रहे हैं, हम ब्रीथ करते हैं, हम माउथ से भी ब्रीथ करते हैं, हम नोज से भी ब्रीथ करते हैं. Now if you cover your face, like cover your mouth and nose, you won't be able to breathe. Now if you breathe through mouth, will that also clean the air? हमारे मुंह में तो कोई बाल नहीं है क्लीन करने के लिए एयर को. It will not, as the mouth does not have such a defense mechanism. डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म, उसको रोकने के लिए कोई हमारे मुंह में बाल नहीं है, कोई मशीन नहीं है, सिर्फ नोज़ में हेयर प्रेजेंट होते हैं. दोज आर नोन एज नेजल हेयर्स. दस वी शुड ऑलवेज ब्रीथ थ्रू नोज. तो इसीलिए बोला जाता है मुंह से सांस न लेकर हमेशा नाक से सांस ली जाए, टू क्लीन दैट एयर. So thus we should always breathe through nose, not through our mouth. Now from the nostrils the air passes. अब nostril से air कहाँ जाएगी? Passes into the cavity that is called the nasal cavity. आप नाक में उंगली भी डाल सकते हैं, that is known as the cavity. The gap है वो जो, that is known as nasal cavity. Now pharynx. Pharynx is the region next to nasal cavity. It takes the air to the trachea. You can see trachea here in your diagram. The trachea का function क्या हो गया? Trachea takes the air to the lungs. ये transport करता है air को सीधा lungs में. Now comes lungs. In the lungs, each bronchus divided into thin branches called bronchioles. ये जो आपको यहाँ दिख रहा है screen पे, this divides into two bronchioles. जो एक था ये क्या था? ट्रैकिया से कहाँ आया? ब्रोंकस में. ब्रोंकस से क्या डिवाइड हो गया? दो में, ब्रोंकियोल्स में. That ends in the tiny air sacs called alveoli. The alveoli look like a bunch of grapes. और ये bunch of जो आपको ये दिख रहे हैं white white grapes के जैसे यहाँ पे, that are known as alveoli. The walls of alveoli are surrounded by a large number of blood vessels. It enables the exchange of gases between inhaled air and the blood. The lungs are spongy because of presence of millions of alveoli. The rib cage protects the lungs. अब lungs क्या है? हम breathe करते हैं. When you put hand over your chest, right? When you breathe in, take a deep breath. Your chest will expand. When you breathe out, it will goes back to same position. It enables the exchange of gases. What is the function of this alveoli? It enables the exchange of gases. The lungs are the spongy because of the presence of millions. Lungs बिल्कुल spongy, very soft organ होता है lungs because of the presence of millions of alveoli. And this lungs are protected by a rib cage. The rib cage protects the lungs. At the bottom of the chest cavity there is diaphragm. The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscular structure that separates the rib cage from the abdomen. हमें पेट में दर्द होता है, हम क्या बोलते हैं? That I have severe pain in my abdomen. Chest cavity और abdomen cavity. Chest में क्या होता है? Lungs होते हैं. Abdomen में cavity में क्या होता है? Your stomach, intestine. तो उस chest cavity को और abdominal cavity को कौन separate करता है? Diaphragm. So this is diagram given here. Diaphragm. You can check it in your PDF. Diagram is also given here. Now how this diaphragm help in breathing, we are going to study tomorrow. I think that's enough for today. Watch this video audio visual twice to understand about breathing and human respiratory system. And you have to do this homework that I gave you. Do fill in the blanks in your notebook, and I gave you 2 questions. That is, what is respiration, and next question is write difference between external respiration and internal respiration, and the organs that are involved in breathing. So first is nostrils and nasal cavity, second is pharynx, third is trachea, fourth is lungs. Tomorrow we are going to start from page 34, that is breathing in humans. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture, and do this homework and send it to your class teacher by tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.